All right. We back. Danny Miles, the bar god. Without a doubt, this is like the greatest guest that I've ever had on here. It's Crooked Eye.
What's up? Hey man, thanks for having me, bro. What's up with that crazy joint you dropped, bro?
Oh, thank you for checking it out, man. You know, I seen my man Geechee Gotti was like, man, the West Coast, somebody got to step up. So I was like, fuck it, I got y'all. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want no parts of that.
Now I talk to him, Crip.
They don't want no parts of that. They gonna let that one. They gonna like if you would have dropped that shit, if you would have dropped that about like 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, they had no choice but to face the facts. You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, that's what everybody been telling me too, man. So real quick, I ain't gonna keep you too long. So first of all, I'm gonna dedicate this episode of No Debating. I think this is episode 108 or 109. This is dedicated to Chino XL.
Nice.
Rest in peace to Chino XL, man. One of the greatest lyricists ever. Listen, man, I saw you on the Wake Up Show. What year was this? Sway and Tech. You went up
Chino?
there. Nothing was just you up there. And that's
it's a few of them. You know, I'm a Wake Up Show alumni. Shout out to my brother King Tech, my brother Sway. I know I came in on one was in the 90s, late 90s, one was in 2004, one was I got a couple of appearances that people talk about. But yeah, they had the flyest platform. You know what I'm saying, Danny? If you had the bars, you had to go up there.
You had to go there.
I'm talking Tupac, Eminem, Biggie, everybody.
Wow. How do you feel when people tell you that you're like their favorite rapper ever?
It's crazy to me, bro. It's like it's a humbling experience because you and I know what it takes to be good at this. You gotta, that book Outliers with the 10,000 hours, Malcolm Gladwell.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about, you got to put 10,000 hours in to anything that you want to be
master. Yes.
Dog, we put in 30, 40, 50, 60,000 hours, you and me.
Damn.
And we know what it takes.
Facts.
So sometimes it's a thankless job. We trying to push the culture forward with this lyricism, and sometimes it's a thankless job. Sometimes all the vibey niggas get all the flowers. So when people say, "Hey, yo, Crook, you in my top 5," it mean a whole lot to me, my brother, because I carry the flag of our OG founding fathers. You know what I mean?
So when you're
fathers of lyricism, Grandmaster Cass, Rakim,
Rakim.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool G Rap,
Big Daddy Kane. You feel me? DOC, Ice Cube, Scarface. We carry that flag. So when somebody tell me that, bro, I feel real good about all the hard work I put in.
I don't know if you can see this, but this is a big pun. This is Big L on my arm. On this side, there's Pac and Biggie, their faces. For my birthday next year, my 46th birthday, I'm gonna have you and Nas right here.
Oh,
that's real talk. That's real. I'm not just saying that. You and Nas on this arm on my birthday, January 19th.
That's beautiful, dog. And that's crazy coming from you because the way you operate on that microphone and the way you operate with that pen is high level. It's so high level, my brother.
That's huge coming from you. You know, Royce 5'9" said the same thing. Like you, a lot of
crazy with that, dog.
Appreciate it.
One of the best battles I ever seen was you and Disaster.
Oh yeah, thank you.
And I seen a whole lot of battles all the way back when KRS-One was snatching PM Don off the stage. You feel me?
Man, I always felt like that was when he snatched. So that was PM Don he snatched.
Yeah, and they had a jam too. Everybody was acting too hardcore to like their little jam. They had a smooth jam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they went up there, and the rest is history. But
quick question. When did you know you were officially in the music industry. Because you know us coming from the porches and the backyards and the lunch rooms, and our dream was to get signed and get a deal and get on. What was the specific moment you said, I am here now? This shit is surreal to me. Like, what was that moment?
I guess it was when we dropped the 19th Street LBC compilation with Big C Style. Shout out Big C Style.
Yeah.
When we dropped that compilation with the Low Lifes and Trey D and R.I.P. Badass and just all the homies, and I saw it in a warehouse music, where they used to sell the hard
Wow.
copy.
Yeah, the warehouse. Yeah. The CDs. You had to get the
copy. When I saw that, I felt like, okay, I'm doing something,
Wow.
And then when I got my first record deal with Virgin, you know what I'm saying? And they told me, hey, set up a business account. We about to drop something in there. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I was a youngin'. When that wire hit, I said, yeah, I'm in the game now.
I'm here now.
You know what? When you young, dog, you think you hit a home run. When you get a major record deal, you just on first base. You hit a nice little, you ain't hit no home run yet, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I thought I hit a home run. You know
Damn. I want to mention a song of yours. I'm trying to speed through these, man. Life of a Bandana.
Yes, sir.
This was a remake to perhaps the top 5 greatest rap songs of all time. I Gave You Power by Nas, where he personified as a gun. You remixed it and did it as a bandana. And I honestly feel like when we comparing the two, it's like it's got to be right there with it. Yeah, it's got to be right there with Nas joint. If you know what I'm saying, we ain't gonna make it over Nas, but it's right there, bro. Yeah, that song is so crazy.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, that's it.
I ain't trying to fan out, man, but Life of a Bandana is so crazy. Y'all go check that out, by the way, if y'all have it.
Yeah, dog, that was sitting back listening to that. Actually, the young homie, my brother Diz out in Detroit, shout out Diz. He sent, I think, he's the one that sent me the beat, and he had flipped, I Gave You Power.
Yeah,
so I was like, and I was like, all right. And I saw it as an opportunity, because one of the things I like doing when I'm writing anyway, I like bringing inanimate objects to life. You know what I'm saying? I might talk about how AR-15 grew a pair of legs. You know what I mean? It walked over to me, and the barrel start talking to me, and I like to bring things. So, the Life of a Bandana joint, I was like, you know what? What if a bandana could talk, like a gang flag could really
What would
talk?
it say?
What would that gang flag say? And I started just thinking like, yo, that's probably one of the witnesses to some of the most, that's probably the voice of the most well-rounded witness to gang culture ever.
Facts.
Is a gang bandana. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna see it all. So it was really dope, man. It came out dope. And if you're gonna do something inspired by a classic, then you gotta bring your A game.
You gotta do it right. You gotta do justice by it. And you did. Yeah, I just wanted to give you them flowers. In 1995, was there any man walking the planet better than Kurupt? Just to you. Because this is when Dog Food dropped, which is my favorite album ever. And I felt like nobody on the planet at that time could fuck with Kurupt, like rap for rap. What is your opinion on that?
Man, Kurupt was having outer body experiences in the 90s and the mid 90s, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even on Dog Food, he started on, the lyrical gangbang and all that on the Chronic. He started on the Chronic. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time he got to Dog Food and Murder Was the Case and all that, and Above the Rim and all that, he was just dragging dead bodies behind him. You know what I mean? Because
Wow.
he was just he was just super aggressive, super. You know, his flow patterns, his syllables, and he was saying hard shit. Um, I'm so happy. You know, I talk to Gotti all the time. I talk to Kurupt. Shout out Kurupt. I talk to Kurupt all the time. You know, Kurupt gave me one of my first big breaks on a major project
Wow.
on
Wow.
Strength
Salute.
is the
Salute
Mother.
to
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But we talk all the time, and it was just he was in assassin mode. He was in assassin mode when he got on the mic, and I don't think that run that he had gets, you know, all of the credit that it
They
should
don't.
because
They
you
don't.
know because I think once he dropped New York, and they kicked over the buildings, I
Yeah.
think that made 65% of hip hop media, which is located on the East, start kind of
Right.
hitting the snooze button on Corrupt's amazing, incredible run.
Yeah.
Now, you know, they might not see it like that. You feel me? But as a spectator, when they get to talking about bars and bars, supreme bars, they don't talk about it enough. He was over there slicing and
Just
dissecting.
with I call shots. Just from I call shots, niggas should have known nobody was fucking with Kurupt, man. So
Oh
I just
yeah,
wanted to give
dog.
him
I
that.
call shots around here. You know what I'm
What?
saying? All that stuff that
Yo.
I'm man. My
Now
mom,
you get
my mom always called me when I'm doing this kind of stuff, bro. That's
my
crazy.
fault, my
But
fault, my
yeah,
fault. We about to get off
Corrupt.
here.
That's the man.
Catch
Shout
me in
out
a
to
pitch
Corrupt,
black
man.
path. I sit and let the sick thoughts pass through my mental till I hear
Till
it
I hear an
instrumental.
instrumental.
Come on, man. Shout out to my man Real Sick. I'm not sure if you up on Real Sick, one of the greatest battle rappers on the planet right now. He
Yeah.
also told me several times that you are his number one favorite rapper of all time. And that's how me and him got a real connection, because I'm like, yo, that's
He
crazy,
hard.
because Silk is my favorite.
Yo, he hard.
Wow. I'm gonna send this to him. I'm gonna send that
Yo,
clip
he
to him.
hard. I talked to him at when they had a battle rap event in Long Beach. I pulled up, and
Oh yeah.
I pulled up. You know what I mean? And because my daughters like battle rap, so they wanted to see it. You feel me?
Okay.
So I pulled up, and I talked to him, man. Real cool brother. And he's sick. I went and looked at his battles, like, oh, this boy crazy.
Yeah, he
You know
called.
what I'm saying?
Your favorite rap album ever?
That's impossible for me because I love hip hop too much, and I love too many. You know, every 3 months I'm gonna have a new favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
that's fair.
it's very hard for me to answer that, but I'll give you a couple of my favorites, man. Me Against the World, Machiavelli.
Yes, yes.
Um, Takes a Nation of Man to Hold Us Back.
Uh-huh.
America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Long Live the Cane, Paid in Full. DOC, Nobody Does It
Fire.
Better. Easy Does It. Then we could come up to Gangsta, Murder Was the Case soundtrack, and
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
it's just too many, man.
I get it. I get it. You can't even, you can't just pinpoint one.
E40. They don't like to give E40 his, bro.
They
You
don't.
know, in a major way, that's a classic, bro. So, Spice One, Murder he wrote,
Ice one.
187
Yeah,
he wrote. Oh
go
man,
ahead. Go ahead, Crook.
it's too many. It's
All
too
right.
many, bro. But yeah, I'm influenced. My come up, I was influenced by all of it because it was something I just love it. You feel me? Like this whole room got everybody pictures in it. You feel me? I come in here and
Speaking of
zone out.
pictures,
Look at Run DMC and the Beastie Boys, DMX, Nas, Snoop Dogg, Too Short, Biggie, Jay, Pop, Nipsey over here in the corner, rest in peace. You know what I'm
you
saying?
got
Like,
a whole hip hop museum in that joint.
yeah,
Salute.
bro, this is what we do, Danny. We
You
really
live and
about
breathe
this.
this shit. And speaking of, I kept this. I kept these in the sleeve. So I got that joint. Hold on. We ain't done. I got that one. These is collector's editions too.
Nice.
I got this one. You probably don't even remember this one. Hold on.
Oh man, what is that?
Nigga, this from 20. Nigga, this might from 2004 type. I don't know, nigga. Like this is Yeah, I got some shit. I got some.
That standing right there.
That's Joe Budden, nigga. Hold on. That's Joe, and that's you.
I
got shit you don't got.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
You go to ultimate one. Watch this.
Hey, what did that say, bro? I've been wanting to know what that say. West Side Connection. That's funny.
Yeah, the first artist on Wise Coast ain't winning. Yo, I got listen, I done had these joints for this says April 2003. Wow. I done had it since then. Yeah, I done had it since then, bro.
2003.
I let you know how long I've been.
What was that? Like 22 years ago.
Absolutely.
And people be talking to me like I just started this with Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse was my big moment. They Fuck thought they here. Y'all crazy.
Look, I'm a real Crooked Eye fan for y'all if y'all don't know that. A question I want to know: can we get Boom Clap 2025 or 2026? Boom Boom Clap. Can we get
my homie Jim Gittle made that beat. The original beat. Me and him, he did all the work, but you know, I be in there like, yo, play it like this or play it like that sometimes. So, you know, I'll be doing my little one too. But Jim did the beat. And last year I said, man, make another beat like that. We're gonna do a part 2. And he made the beat. But we never finished it, man. But shout out to Jim Gittum. I see him out there with Day One and all the West Coast producers having fun with the Mizza. You know what I mean?
That's crazy that I brought that up and then that was an actual thing that was said. That's the parallel universe that I be talking about.
Ahead of the curve, bro. Like
that song is one of my favorites.
We dropped that in the G-Funk era, but it's all 808s. That's how I wanted it. This is before West Coast dudes was on trap beats that like really though. Everybody was G-Funking over here. And I was like, nah, I want the 808s to just blow everybody.
This is Dodger music. This the new blue hat with the moon roof back. Come on. That shit is so boom, boom, clap, clap, boom, clap. That shit is so fire. Quick question. Are you good at video games? Or do you have a favorite game that you like?
Bro, I used to play Madden religiously.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I used to play Madden religiously. And I used to play Tekken, Mortal Kombat, and all those types of games, you know what I'm saying, in the early PlayStation era. And it was funny too, the Knockout Kings. I used to love that boxing game. Oh fire. God, bro. Like, but when GTA dropped, I started doing other stuff. I had so many jobs, so many I was wearing every hat, manager, merch company, MC, label. I was just doing too much, so I had to step away from it. But recently, somebody wanted to get on the Madden with me, and it'd been like 7 years since I touched the Madden.
Okay.
And we bet about 300, and I walked with that 3. I figured it out during the game.
In the game.
He was spanking on me the whole first half because I was trying to figure out how to play. Came back in the second half though.
Just the old natural. Well, there we go.
Straight Raiders.
Now I'm a Steelers fan. I'm a Steelers fan, man.
Oh, the immaculate reception.
Yeah, man.
The immaculate reception that got us out the paint. Damn.
I remember at one point you was getting ready to battle Diz.
Right.
Your style of hip hop is still it's battle rap style still, just naturally, right? I personally would still like to see you in the ring, not even specifically versus Diz, but my dream battle for you would be you and King Los. It can only be one king.
It can only be one king, Los.
That's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar right there.
Los is hard too.
That'll be a fire battle.
Los got in a little hot water on Twitter. Not really, but people thought that he was saying that he never been inspired by no rappers.
Right.
He made a post, and people took it as if he thinks that he's so good he never been inspired by no rapper in the history of hip hop. He didn't say that though, but he got in a little hot water, and I seen he came out and he corrected everybody on what he meant, and he started listing all the rappers, and I seen he threw my name in there and all that. That was dope. But King Los is an animal. He's a beast. Like I understood where he was coming from though, because once you push your pen to the extreme and you doing 11, I mean 7 syllable combos,
Yeah,
not just 3, 2, 5. No, this whole sentence is rhyming. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to a certain level where you got quadruple entendres, it is hard to get inspired by stuff that you hear in the industry. It just is because
yeah.
it's not the level
It ain't the
that
same level. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, bro. So I got him. I understood that. But yeah, I hear you. Me and King Los, huh?
I would like to see that, man. But one can dream. Uh, who had the best verse on Reservoir Dogs?
I
I
don't
think that
know.
was Fluff Money, Jay. Who else was on that joint?
I gotta see. You gotta. That's making me have to go back and dissect it, cause
You got to go back and dissect it
yeah,
line for line.
cause I ain't really. I just always thought it was a dope joint. I wasn't really like wowed by
What
that
you
at
wasn't
that time.
comparing? I get it. I get it. You wasn't
I
comparing.
wasn't comparing because listen, when they dropped that, I was deep in the trenches. I was like, I don't care what niggas is making, nigga. This West Coast. That's what you know what I'm saying. I was
I
deep in
feel
the
you.
trenches back then.
I feel you.
But
I
you
feel
know,
you.
and so I have to go back. That was Young Crook. That was that aggression, that hunger, that want to get on. So sometimes I got to go back and those couple years where I was just really on some West, I got to go back and listen to my East Coast family, my Southern family, my Midwest family. I got to go listen to their music because I know there was a couple years when I was just really on some Super West and I missed out on some great shit. You know what I'm saying? So I go back and I listen to it and be like, damn, I wasn't bumping this shit. This shit was hard. So, we all go through our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Before we get out of here, let me see. I want to ask you what song, and thank you for shouting me out on your hip hop weekly series. Because first of
All
all,
day.
that series inspired me to do the Bars from Mars series on my YouTube channel. So I did a freestyle every week for 52 weeks because I seen you do it. So
Nice.
yeah, that's on my
I know
channel.
that
Now I
shit was
did that.
dangerous. I already
Oh, it's
know that
great.
was
Yeah. I might send some to your phone so you can check them out.
yeah, that
But
was
yeah,
dangerous.
what song did you say it's like I swallowed a Nas article and vomited a God particle? One of the greatest lines of all time. What song was that? Do you remember?
I think it's called Bishop. It's a weekly.
He
It's one of
got it
the new
right.
weeklies. It's one of the newer weeklies. It's called Bishop, I
He
think.
got it right. He got it right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo,
Niggas was on one on that one.
you fellas, what do you say? You fellas got this acapella dropping confused. I chop you with the same velocity propellers on helicopters and use undercovers never stop your moves.
Man, bro.
Yo, you went crazy.
Thank you,
You
bro.
been going, man. Man, you've been going crazy for years. You've been saying some of the greatest lines of all time, man.
Hey,
All
bro, talk
time.
to him though. I need Danny Myers to tell him that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, they don't need me, nigga. You to go. You to go. You're the actual go. I'm gonna play a snippet and you tell me what this is from. And this is one of my favorite songs of yours. What is this? Let me see if it play. Hold up.
Everything they say sounded so fly to me. Fly told me if I rhyme right, I would be in the limelight. Like, give a piece of the pie to me.
That's the Lost Rapper experience.
You too good. You too good. That's one of the best songs.
I
That's one of
appreciate
the best
that.
songs you ever made, man.
Yeah, that shit is like 11 minutes long.
Yeah, that whole Lost Rapper Experience is please y'all go check out Lost Rapper Experience if you haven't. What's the other joint? The good versus
Good versus evil?
evil. Are you continuing that series?
Yeah, I'm actually working on GVE3, and it's a politically charged type of album, so I gotta feel like really deep diving into the state of affairs and all that. So I just make a couple joints when I feel it, put it to the side, and then I'm working on this other joint with this super duper boom bap producer. And
Okay.
so I'm working, but yeah, GV3 to answer your question.
I did. That was an exclusive. I ain't even, I was just asking because that series is amazing. I think it's also slept on, man. And I want to just say these last two, and I'm out of here. I love the Steinway brothers, Steinway and Sons.
Yeah,
that is crazy. And finally, this man Crook is really the GOAT. Y'all niggas, y'all can get on here and debate me if y'all want to. We could do this shit all day, but like I got Crooked, I got Nas at number 2, and we can go from there. Dream Tapes. The Dream Tapes is so insane. I think I text you like, yo, this might have been your best one you ever did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really be dropping knowledge and gems. You drop gems.
Yo, I actually dreamt a few of those bars, and that's how that's why I called it the Dream Tapes.
And that's what I was gonna ask you. I remember you said you got like a collection of joints that you dreamt. I literally do it too. I dream bars, and I wake up and I write down the ones I can remember. I dream about two niggas battling.
Yeah,
and I remember some of the coldest lines they said, and I wake up and I write it down. And I'd be like, damn, I'd be like, did I just steal a nigga bar? I said, nah, nigga, they was in my dream. Nigga, that's my bar. But
hey, ghostwriting for you in your dreams. But you know what though? That's smart idea. So, I got the tape recorder. I just put mine in the tape recorder, or on the iPhone. But we can never let a good idea escape, bro, because everything that we see in the world that's materialized came from an idea, and everything that we have came from ideas. So we can never let a good idea escape. Never. I never let one escape. I wake up, boom, I get to it. And that's what inspired that joint. I got more bars that that came to me in a dream, man. It's we live it, bro.
Yeah.
We live it. That's the reason why
it's coming from another source. Yeah, it's being beamed to you. It's being beamed to you from another source, man. Yeah. So I don't have any more questions. We gonna get up out of here. I don't want to take your time. I know you got to call mom back and all that. Listen, brother, I want to thank you for your contribution to hip hop, to the culture, and for inspiring myself and so many other generations of MCs. And I'm glad you're still around. I remember, I think maybe a year or two, you was talking about retiring, and I was like, well, I was sad, and I was like, well, he done. What else do we got to do? What else can he? What else do we got to prove? He don't got to prove shit. Like, that man don't got to pick up a pen again in his life. And I was like, and we got a wealth of music to live forever with Crooked. So, whenever you do hang that bike up, man, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done. You know what I'm saying?
You, brother.
Real talk,
man. Like, it's people like you, artists like you, that keep me going, man, and make me, you know what I'm saying, have gratitude and feel gratitude for the appreciation of the art. Because Erykah Badu is right. We are sensitive about our shit. Like, we love this shit. And when somebody, likes it as well, it's just a cool thing, bro. So I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for
one of the top battle rappers.
Thank you.
One of the top battle rappers in history.
Thank you. That means thank you.
You take on battle after battle. You prolific.
Facts.
Like how, you know what I'm saying? You are very prolific. People don't understand how hard that is to do. A real lyricist understands. From one lyricist to another, I understand what you're doing, the level of complication, the level of complexity, and how prolific you got to be to do what you do, my brother. You gifted, my brother. You blessed, bro. So,
thank you, man.
For having me, man.
Thank you for coming on. Know that this is no debating with King Crooked, man. Yeah, man. Y'all leave y'all comments. Let them know that I'm in the motherfucking. I'm in COB, nigga. I put myself in COB a long time ago, nigga.
Hey, dog. And I'm about to go tweet your joint again too, because I think they actually scared of that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, good looking, man. Yeah, salute. Thank you, brother. Thank you,
brother.
All right.